Welcome back. It's been a while. I've switched from night shift to day shift, which for me is harder than switching from day shift to night shift because I'm naturally nocturnal and it's a whole thing. Haven't adjusted, so it's been a while. I swear stuff is going to get more productive here eventually. I've been waiting for a rainy day to get stuff done, and there hasn't been a rainy day. I've gotten a lot of writing done though, which has been great, but not content on any platform. I haven't gotten any of it done. Anyway, we're gonna go to the races today. I've actually, this is a busy race week for me. We were at actually Belterra yesterday. We're going to go to Belterra today for my personal filly, which is why I'm filming. And then we're gonna go to Ellis on Sunday, I think is still the plan if we get in. I think we found out today. So yeah, it's there. Belterra is only like an hour and a half from us. Ellis is like a 3+ hour drive. Not looking forward to that commute. But yeah, so we're gonna go to Belterra. We're gonna go watch In a Peach, who is my 3-year-old filly, run. She, I'm gonna try, I might have to do it slightly out of order. It'll be out of order for me, but I'll put it in order for you all. But I plan on talking about the field and a little bit of what I expect, and then actually showing you the race and what I thought of the race. Stuff of that nature, right? Right, cool. But yeah, so she's my 3-year-old filly. Definitely so I sent her to a trainer last year who was not my normal trainer. The reason being is the trainer we usually use is great with short distance horses. Cool. It's a pain in the ass to get him to stretch out a horse. He's not as great with I just gave shots to horses and injections are falling out of my pocket. Anyway, so he's really great with short distance horses, not so much with long distance. And so Peach all day long is a long distance horse on pedigree and physical. So I was like, all right, we're gonna test the water. It's just with someone else, someone who was recommended, and we did. And he really liked the filly, but he kind of agreed, look, she's not gonna be a 2-year-old horse. I should be able to get her maiden broke, but she's not gonna be a 2-year-old horse. I was like, okay, that's fine. But then there was just a lot that it was not the best thing. He wanted to run her every 2 weeks. I said, fuck that shit, we're not doing that. And then I requested for him to take off the blinkers 3 times. That never happened. And what else happened? Oh, yeah, for someone who was very convinced she needed to go long, I don't know why we kept entering her in 5-6 furlong races. So, we gave her all of winter, we brought her home, gave her all of like fall, winter off, and we sent her back late winter, I guess, early spring. So this guy kind of is on the same thought process of what I had thought, which is fantastic. But it's the same thought process we've all had. It's just getting it done. And that is, she's a distance runner all day long. She'll probably prefer the turf over the dirt, which can be hard to do sometimes purely because there's not as much turf racing here as there is dirt racing, which is, it is what it is. We got to fight what battles we got. So we're going to send her a mile on the turf today. We also dropped her a little bit in class. She had been running maiden special weight. I had kind of wanted to put her back into a maiden special weight, but the discussion was had of, look, she has not proven she's not done a good race. And I'm like, yeah, she hasn't. More than likely someone's not going to claim her, especially coming off from a break. So we put her in for technically a tag. Hopefully no one will take her. I would like to keep her for a while, and if she doesn't run, she'll make someone a really nice eventer. Ow. So yeah, so she's going a mile on the turf at Belterra. I think we gotta leave here around noon. I have to go I gotta go bathe a yearling for Keeneland because they're coming to look at a horse. And so yeah, that's probably why I won't talk about the field till later. But it's a big field, which surprised me. I was like, this is a freaking 12, 14 horse field. Like, what is happening? So that's the whole thing. So yeah, this race with her specifically, I'm not expecting her to win. I'm not expecting fireworks or anything. I just want to see her try. I want to see some improvement. She never really tried with the last guy, but there was several times where I was like, they never really asked her. And my big thing is, I think she'll do better without the blinkers. And in all honesty, I forgot to mention it to this one. So I figured, I was like, if he puts blinkers on the first time, it is what it is. But that will be my suggestion for next time out. It's just, hey, take them off. I think she'll do better without them. So, yeah. All right, I'm going to go deal with Keeneland, and I have so many syringes in my pockets because I had to go give a whole bunch of injections to Maris. It's vaccine time, so. Okay, I guess I'll see you in a second. Okay, I'm not going to talk about the whole field. I like very, very, very quickly like skimmed through it. So just because even though there's 3 scratches, I think there's still like 11 horses in there. That's a lot to talk about, so we're not doing that. But the ones that I find that are interesting, aka the horses that have the potential to go on and do something interesting in said race, are the horses that are either they're taking a drop in class, so they're going from either a maiden special weight to a maiden claiming, or they're coming from a bigger track like Keeneland, Indiana, Churchill, stuff like that, and they're coming here, which is a little bit of a lesser track. It's a little bit easier competition per se. Or they're horses that have like a handful of starts and they've been showing potential moving up, and it's just the pedigree suggests that they're going to get better with time, things of that nature. So I think we're the 12. I think the 2, the 4, the 5, the 11, and the 13 definitely could do something interesting, based off of like literally a very quick glance. But yeah. So those are kind of the ones, like, if those are the ones I expect to finish ahead of us, or ahead of anybody really. Again, for my, I would just like to see improvement. I'd like to see her try. If not, we can give her a couple more chances. And if she doesn't want to be a racehorse, then I guess she's going to be an eventer. So there's that. But my biggest thing is because obviously I have the mare, I own her mom, and I own the siblings. I would like to see her break her maiden at the very least, just because it's nice on a paper, on a pedigree, to see that, hey, almost all of the kids have at least broke their maiden. Like, they all have the potential to potentially run, type thing. It helps you out in the long run. So yeah. Anyway, I guess we should go because we got a long drive. I really want food too. That's actually really what I want. I want some food. I hope we stop and get food.
And they're off. For the lead, from down on the inside, that is Nautical Mile. Comes out swinging. On the outside, picking it up, that is Saint Sisters that passed the stands for the first time. Nautical Mile and Saint Sister right together to the outside. Delaney's Grace. Down on the inside is Sweet Tory Pat as the fillies and mares make their way into the first turn. It's Saint Sister grabbing lead with the gold cap. Leads now by a length and a half, maybe 2. On the outside, picking it up, that is Delaney's Grace against the rail. Nautical Mile is third. To the outside, Sparkling Water fourth. The half length back to Reina de Bali in fifth. Down there along the inside, starting to pick it up, is Noble's Feelings, opening quarter of 23-3. To the far outside, in a peach, down against the rail. That is Sweet Tory Pat. A length and a half back. Now on the outside, picking it up, that is Free Time on the move. And now for the back of the pack, Story Channel starting to pick up the action. A half in 48 as they round into the far turn. With the lead is Saint Saint Sister and Reyes. Leads now by 2.5 lengths. Laying in second is Sparkling Water. Moving to the outside in a hurry, that is Story Channel as they round the far turn and come spinning for home. It's Saint Sister and the Dark Silks. Opens up a solid 2 lengths. Sparkling Water lays in second. Center of the track. Here comes Free Time over the top. And Free Time is absolutely rolling. Saint Sister with the lead. Free Time looks her right in the eye on the outside. It's Free Time on the outside. Saint Sister to the inside. These two are going to battle it out to the wire. Outside is Free Time in the shadow of the wire.
So, good news. You know, she came out of the race completely fine. She wasn't claimed, all that good jazz. The race itself, no. I'm going to voice over and show you exactly that the trainer was not happy with the ride whatsoever. She got pinched and bumped in traffic and then just was never asked coming from home. So, just, for her, it wasn't even, like, granted, it was her first race back, but really, it wasn't even, like, a good learning experience for her, which freaking sucks. So I'm going to voice over the thing, but more than likely we'll probably put her back in a race similar, or they'll put her in a race similar, with a different jockey. And then I'm going to request to take off the freaking blinkers. I'm so tired of those blinkers. Every time I look at them, I'm just like, anyway, I'm going to voice over the race, then we'll go from there.
All right, as you can see, super full field. With fields like this, you expect traffic trouble, and I'm pretty sure this is, I couldn't remember, honestly. I think this is the first time she's ran in this big of a field. Coming out of the gate, you know, first few strides were fine, but then she gets bumped right there, boom, from the inside. I can't remember from the head-on, but I think she also got a little dinged on the outside as well. This is a mile, so they're going to go around the whole track one time. As you can see, she is really far out in the middle of that field. This can be okay because it means you're not on the inside, you're not going to get bottled up into traffic, but it does put you in the position that you are going to be running a lot more than others. You're going to be going a farther distance. You can see where the field kind of separates into two parts a little bit at this point with the two horses in the back. She's kind of toward the end of the big pack, still on the outside. She's traveling fine at this point, just, you know, hanging out there, doing what she does. You lose her for a second because you can't see. She's kind of scooting up a little bit as she's going at this point. Now she's kind of in the middle of that big chunk where you see the majority. So at this point, she's still traveling kind of wide. I think she's 3-4 wide off the rail. Here we have one of the other issues. You see one of the horses on the outside that's going to try and pass her, and she's going to go with her, and she's going to get pinched out of that little hole right there. You see her kind of pull back several strides. Yeah, she did not like that. For those who don't know what the term pinched means, it basically means they're essentially pinched from the horse on the inside and the horse on the outside. So now she's still traveling really wide into that far turn, and you can see that the jockey is standing pretty high up in the saddle. If you look in comparison to the jockeys up front, where they're actually asking the horse, even if it's not whipping, but they're actively moving their arms forward, he never did that. He just chilled in the saddle. Never asked her, never nothing. So yeah, not the best race for her to come back to. She got into traffic trouble, she got pinched, she got bumped. And she pretty much got caught traveling wide the entire field. She did look really pretty bringing up the rear. However, I did get some really good pictures.
So, yeah, that was kind of it. I know it's not the most exciting thing. Someone has to come last sometimes. It's going to be you from time to time. But the most important part is she came home. She's safe and sound. No one claimed her. Life's all good. Because at the end of the day, even if she doesn't want to be a racehorse, like, we're going to give her the chance. If she doesn't want to be, she can just be an eventer, which is completely fine with me too. But yeah, more than likely we'll see her in about 4 or 6 weeks, maybe a little longer. Typically after a race, they'll walk in the barn for a few days, they'll jog them, and then they'll take them out to the track, see how well they came out of the race and all that jazz. And they'll kind of figure, hey, this is what we need to change, or we're going to try this different, or nothing's going to be different. Hopefully we just get a better ride compared to last time. And we'll find her a new race. It's kind of just how it goes. Because that was somewhat fairly uneventful and not super exciting, I am going to Ellis tomorrow for a stake race. Now, this won't be my horse specifically. I might as well take you along. A lot of it's going to depend on phone battery. Ellis is a 3-hour drive away, and then when you get there, it is a whole thing. So if I have cell phone battery, I will film, and I'll take you to a stake race as well. It'll just be like a vlog thing, because it's rather than like vlog educational thing, because it's not my horse. So anyway, so long as I have phone battery, I guess I'll see you at Ellis next time, and then hopefully eventually I will actually introduce you to all my children. I keep putting that off because I've been waiting for my rainy day. Has not happened. Anyway, see you next time.